Getting people to sign up for your email newsletter, your webinar, your online course, or just for more information about the products and services you sell is B2B table stakes. It's online marketing 101. It's B2B lead gen basics. And in a year where we've been constrained to building our business entirely online, it's no surprise that we're relying on opt-in forms more than ever before. There's just one problem and 4 simple solutions. So today, we're gonna dive into your web forms and fix them so you get more higher quality leads more often. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to The Loyalty Loop, where every Thursday I provide my loyalty loopers with some revenue generating concepts, ideas, and examples for strategic thinking executives just like you. You're not gonna wanna miss next week's episode, so subscribe at loyaltyloopers.com and use the secret code TABLESTAKES for exclusive access. Look, in today's online universe, data and time are just as valuable as money. We need to treat it that way. Data and time are just as valuable as cash. Anytime you're asking a prospect to fill out a form, they're executing a moment of commitment. A moment of commitment is the instant we trade money, data, or time for information to support a cause or to buy a product or a service. Let's imagine I want to attend this webinar from HR Simple about employee handbooks. Look, it's free! So I hit the registration button. Boom! Here's the moment of commitment. I'm about to trade some data and some time to attend the webinar for some information about employee handbooks. But there's a massive problem. They're asking for 8 pieces of data. Here's tip number 1. Let's imagine that each piece of data they're requiring me to enter is worth 20 bucks. That form right there is a $160 transaction. This is not a free webinar. In fact, let's say I get paid $100 an hour, which means the hour I'm trading to attend the webinar is going to cost me an additional $100. So the webinar is now a $260 transaction. Oh wait, did you read that fine print? I didn't. It says right there the webinar is $15 cash for non-members. Crap! Now this is a $275 transaction. Let me ask you, does this look like a sales page for a $275 product or service? No! So, tip number 1. Attach a dollar figure to every single form field on your opt-in forms and the time you're asking your prospects to commit. And tip number 2, after you've totaled the value of your form, make sure what you're offering looks worth it. Fun fact! Your Gmail account is worth an average of $3,588.84 to Google. And that number increases by $1,196 every single year. So tell that to those people who say data isn't as valuable as cash. Back to tip number 2. Let's look at this free ebook from The New School. Now, first of all, this looks like a legit product worth some dollar bills. As someone who sells their books on Amazon, I'd pay $24.99 for this ebook. So while it says free, I know I'm going to have to trade some data to download this thing. The question is, how much data? Just an email address? Okay, that's 20 bucks. Fair trade. So, tip number 2, reduce the number of form fields to match the perceived value of the data transaction. And this leads to tip number 3. The average web form asks for 6 pieces of data. Yeah, 6, right up front. And personal experience tells me that in the B2B world, it's way more than 6. Instead of asking for all the information you want at once, think of the process as a series of micro moments or micro commitments. Perhaps you just start with their email address, then send them a nice welcome note to build some trust, then ask them to help customize the webinar content by asking them the next question. You see, you're building trust and providing value every step of the way. So, tip number 3, try progressive registration. All right, here's the final and most controversial tip of all, tip number 4. Just last month, my friend Ahava Liebtag, who runs an amazing healthcare content marketing agency, decided to embrace tip number 4. Now, before I tell you what tough decisions she made, I need to remind you that next week we're going to look at how one brand re-inspires their clients using the data they collect. So if you don't want to miss that, trade some data like your first name and your email address for $40 worth of amazing revenue generating ideas. The secret code is re-inspire me. Okay, so what did Ahava do? She removed all her forms.
Boy ain't right.
What? If you want to know exactly why she did it, she wrote a whole post about it on their blog, and I'll link to that below. But the bottom line is, Ahava wants to build trust with her audience fast and provide value immediately. So, tip number 4, ungate your content. Yep, remove the forms altogether. All right, so there you have it. 3 ways to get more high-quality leads more often, and one surefire way to build trust with your prospects fast. I suggest you go check your opt-in forms and attach a dollar value to every field. And ask yourself, is the value you provide worth the data and time you're looking to trade? I'll see you next week in my Loyalty Loop. In the meantime, I'm going to check out Ahava's ebook without entering any data, not even one little bit. Love it. Guess I can save the cash for some other form. All right, let's do it.